Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you the books that I am planning to read in the month of April. Unlike last month, I don't have an over-ambitious TBR. I just wanted to read a few books this month. I read a lot of big books last month, and so I'm kind of planning to read some shorter ones just because I need a break from the big old books. As much as I love them, sometimes it's nice to read a book that's not over 400 pages. So without further ado, let me share with you guys the books that I am planning to read in the month of April. The first book that I'm planning to read this month is the Booksplosion Book of the Month, and that is Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. Now, like I said, this is the Booksplosion Book of the Month, and our live show will be happening on Sunday, April 24th. We normally have our live shows on a Saturday, but this month's is going to be on a Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Poland Bananas Books channel. The live show is a little bit earlier in the month this month just because we have Y'all West at the end of the month, and this is just what worked best. But I'm really excited and also just a little bit afraid of this book because I've heard that it just causes a lot of feelings. Basically, this book is about a family that's not necessarily the most tight-knit family. They're all really busy and their schedules kind of overlap and they don't get to spend that much time together. But when the father of this family learns devastating news, they plan to spend the summer together. I've been meaning to read a Morgan Matson book for the longest time, so I can't wait to read Second Chance Summer. The next book I'm planning to read is The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. This story follows a boy who lives on an Indian reservation and he wants to be an artist, and he decides that in order to be an artist he needs to move away, and he moves to this farm town and goes to this all-white high school. So I believe it's just about his experiences at this high school. And when I had this in my recent book haul, a lot of you guys were commenting on this book and just how great it is, and it got me really excited to read it. A lot of you guys were saying how hilarious it was, so I'm just super excited to read this book. I can't wait to see what it's all about. There are illustrations throughout this book, which is always something that I really enjoy seeing in books. And overall, I just can't wait to read this story. The next book I'm hoping to get to this month is Challenger Deep by Neal Shusterman. Now, I'm going into this book blind. I thought that I knew what this book was about when I had first picked it up, but then I got it and I read the description and I was just kind of like, what? I'm really confused by this, but I know that this book sheds light on mental illness in a very realistic way, so I'm really interested to read this book and kind of see how mental illness is threaded throughout this story. I have tried to read a Neal Shusterman book before and I wasn't able to get into it, so hopefully that's not the case with this book, but overall, I'm really looking forward to picking this book up and reading it this month. And the final book that I'm planning to pick up this month is a reread, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Now, I read this book back in 2014, I want to say, and I loved it so much, but for some reason, I just never continued on with the series. Hashtag story of my life. I tend to do that with a lot of the series that I read. I start the first book, and then I just never continue on with the series. But I really want to continue on with the series. I know that BookTube has kind of blown up over this series recently, and it's definitely got me excited again about this series, so I can't wait to reread this and relive this wonderful story. So those are all the books that I am planning to pick up in the month of April. You guys should let me know down below what books you're planning to pick up this next month. You should also let me know down below if you have read any of the books that I've mentioned and what you thought of them, because I'd love to know. Also, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew. I can't spit out my words. This is the worst.